Hello and welcome to Nanapod, a podcast dedicated to the fantastic manga written by A. Yazawa. I'm Crystal, and I'm joined by my best girl Kirsten as we dissect this manga, discussing everything from the emotions, the cultural impact, as well as any headcanons that might be floating around in our brains. With this podcast, we hope to preserve a shoujo staple that sadly hasn't been talked about in a very long time. So come with us. We're waiting for you in apartment 707. But anyway, let's see. We're in volume 6.
We're in volume 6.
Chapter 17.
Yes. Welcome.
Yes. Welcome. So, yeah.
To your cozy corner.
To the cozy corner, yes. Welcome.
Welcome.
So we have a synopsis. Do we have the scene changes?
I mean, do you have any beginning thoughts of this stuff? Go get your water, go get your snacks, go do the things that you need to do.
Yes.
Because we're going to get into this because it starts to get real.
Yes. It does start to get real.
Not that it hasn't been.
Not that it has been real. I don't know. I think there's too many thoughts. There might be too many thoughts. So I will sort them out as we get to them.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I didn't break up the chapters, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't be there.
That's
I was on the phone up until hopping on this.
Oh, okay.
The world is on fire.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. So, do you want me to
You start.
I can start? Okay.
Yeah.
So, we have the first page here with are those leaves? I think those are like leaves in the background. It's really hard to tell because it's very, very shiny.
They might be leaves. I think they're supposed to look like cellophanes, shiny cellophanes. Or it could be the bamboo tree with the little wishes in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Little rectangle pieces of paper. Oh take it all back.
All right. So we've got it's like a Hachi drawing with the stupid star eyes. Her little face wearing a crown, and I think it's her little wish that we're gonna get into because it's July 7th. It's like July 7th. But it says I hope Blast makes it to the big time. Hachi. And we have the think boxes, and it says back then I made so many wishes I couldn't count them all. And I'm like, more prayers to the demon lord. And then there's there's a picture of a newspaper, and it's June, and she's exclaiming to Kyosuke, she's like, July 7th, this day is cursed. And he's just peeking over the edge of his newspaper, just looking at her like, excuse me, what? He's like, why? And she says, Nana, quit saying things like that. He says, so? And she's like, before, everything used to be the Demon Lord's fault. Maybe she's starting to grow up a little. Or maybe, June, she's realized that she's a priestess and she's just given in. Just given in completely.
Or she's realized that she has power when she speaks of
Things.
When she invokes the Demon Lord, it is powerful.
Right.
And so maybe she is not regular. But also, June, when was the last time that you talked to Nana? Let's get into that.
Yeah, don't they kind of talk about that a little bit though? Like
mildly, but you fucking giant B word. And Hachi's over here trying to live her best life.
True.
You were mean, June. Okay, so you don't get to witness the summoning of the Demon Lord.
Nope, not no more.
But I do think that it's really funny that this is her way of saying I miss her.
Right. It's about the Demon Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing that part. So Kyosuke, he goes back to his paper and he's like, well, I hope so. And she's like, Kyosuke, do you want fried eggs or tamagoyaki, which is apparently a Japanese omelet roll?
Those best omelets.
Is it really?
Oh my goodness. You can get it you can get it at sushi on a little bit of rice. And it's kind of sweet. And it's like made in a rectangle frying pan. And you like slowly roll it, move it, you layer it. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, mine just says, do you want an omelet or sunny side up?
What does he say? Because in mine, he's like, how about fried?
Did he even say? No. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have like their discussion. Okay, she's to blame everything on the Demon King. Maybe she's becoming more mature. And he says, well, that'd be good. And then she's like, Kyosuke, do you want your omelet? And then, oh, he said sunny side up. There we go. He said he wanted it sunny side up.
All right, so Kyosuke's like, come to think of it, Nana doesn't come by much anymore. I haven't seen her in a while. How is she? See, so she hasn't been by in a minute, but that's,
exactly.
because
Why would
June
you? She's not even
was mean.
thinking about June.
Mm-mm. Which is, that's healthy though, right? That's good.
Yeah, she's not. She didn't. I mean, she didn't even really like touch on that June was mean to her, like at all.
Mm-mm.
She just said okay, and like she's just been living her life, like naturally, like not being like I'm not going to see her anymore, but being like I'm living my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's eggs in the pan, and I think it's June says, "Oh yeah, you didn't go to her roommate's show because you had to work. I think she's all right, but something's up. I can tell." And Kyosuke says, "Oh, you smell a new guy?" And June says, "But she won't admit it." Um, and he asks, "What about work? Did she find a new job?" And she said, "I haven't heard a peep, so probably not yet. She wants to work at a hipster shop." And she says, "It's been a month since she got fired. How's she been?" Well, no, sorry, that's Kyosuke. He's like, "But it's been a month since she got fired. How's she been getting by?" And June says, "She said she's been doing odd jobs to make ends meet." And he says, "But are there enough odd jobs out there?" And June says, "Yeah, she signed up at a temp agency for street promotions." And Kyosuke says, "What's street promotions?" And then we get this picture of Hachi, and she's wearing this cute outfit, and like a little visor, and she's wearing slouchy socks, okay, and high heels. But then I was thinking about the fact that she's in slouchy socks, and we had that whole conversation about, and I was like, why this?
Right. So in my version, she is not making ends meet. She's just doing small jobs here and there, so she has enough money in the meantime until she finds a job as a sales lady at a pretty store.
Oh, okay. You know what? That kind of makes more sense because I was wondering, I'm like, these jobs are actually keeping her afloat? Like, how?
Yeah,
Doesn't
well, no, I mean, her rent is cheap.
True.
And it's like day labor. And day labor usually pays really well,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but it just says she does small jobs here and there, so she has enough money in the meantime,
Okay.
which is not ends meet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, not at all. Um, but it's Hachi, and she's just like, "Hello, would you like a sample of our new beer? You'll love." Is it Raffine beer? Probably saying that
New
wrong.
beer, Raffine beer, come and discover.
Discover. And and now we have the think boxes, and it's saying street promoters help market new products. We cook sausages in supermarkets and prepare samples. And I'm thinking, okay, so like Costco. People sample food, then buy it. Each campaign lasts 2 or 3 days, and you get 10,000 yen a day on the spot.
That's $100 a day.
Yeah,
And her rent is only like 3 something.
right?
So she's fine.
She's fine. Said I started doing this because I was broke, but this job is actually really fun.
Yeah, I could see her really liking it as something new, constantly. In my version, they call it a demonstrator.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I can see this actually working out for her really well.
Right. And
Just
then
because,
we
like, yeah, it's always changing.
yeah,
She gets to wear lots
yeah.
of costumes.
She does.
Yeah.
So many costumes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now we're at the band practice. And Nana's saying, "You only like that job because you like to eat, Hachi." And
I
Hachi's like,
mean, fair.
"Oh, right." She does like to eat. It's true.
It's free food too.
It is free food.
Mm-hmm.
Love free food. I used to
Mm-hmm.
like eat the samples when I work at the deli because, well, I'm hungry too all the time.
Why wouldn't you eat the little foods? I don't know. Free food
I
is free
don't.
food is free food. Take it where you
Right.
can get it.
It's delicious. And Hachi says, "No, I'm so sure, because I'm good with people." But g- Nana's not listening. She's turning back to the band and she's like, "Hey, this part needs it." She's like, "Hey, listen to me. I was cut out for sales," says Hachi. "I'm good at lines like, smiles are free." And Nana says, "Then why don't you work at a fast food joint?" And then Hachi's got a little stupid star eyes, and she's like, "I'll do it if the uniform's cute. For the beer promotion, I wore a miniskirt that really made me look like a cute campaign girl."
Oh my god. Okay. Two things. Okay, when she says that sales suits her, right? The next thing she says is, "My great specialty is the 0 yen smile."
Oh my god, what?
I don't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 0 yen smile. Um,
0 yen smile.
yes. And then also for the beer, okay, for the beer campaign thing, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So the next thing is when she says maybe if the uniform is cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "For the beer, we had to wear a campus girl style miniskirt."
Oh.
Campus girl.
Campus girl, not a campaign girl.
Campus girl.
Like
So like college?
college?
High school?
Yeah. College. I'd say college, but that's just me.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Mm. Yasu being a creep.
Yasu being a yeah, because he's over there and he's smoking and he's like, I'd like to see that. And has a sweat bead and he's like, the lecture speaks.
What?
Yes.
Right says I think the old man over there said something.
That's good too. I like that.
Uh, and Shin is laughing because he's adorable.
Yes, but also was kind of funny that that Yasu was like, campus girl, you say?
Right? Campus girl.
Campus
With your
girl,
0 yen smile.
your 0 yen smile.
Oh my goodness.
So now it's after practice and they're outside and it's nighttime. And Hachi's looking up at the sky and she's like, "Oh, that sucks. I can't see the Milky Way. I was looking forward to it." And then Nobu is just looking at her with like,
Dreamy eyes.
"Yeah, yeah. Nobu's got a crush."
How could he not?
Right? And she's like, "But it was so sunny earlier." And then Shin's like, "Hey, Nobu, where should we meet tomorrow? Yasu wants to just meet at the venue." And Nobu's like, "Yeah, I'm working, so I'll get there just in time." And Hachi says, "Oh, are you guys going to Trap Nest's homecoming concert?" And Nobu says, "Yeah." And I think it's Shin. He's like, "All right," just walking away. And Hachi says, "Are the guest list seats anywhere special?" And Nobu says, "No, they're in the balcony. It's supposed to be a good spot, but it's all press and staff in that section. Totally boring." And Hachi's got like this little tiny sweat bead, and she's like, "What the hell? That's not cool." And Nobu laughs, and he's like, "But we're not like other fans, so it's better than being surrounded by screaming freaks. I hear it's all crazy fangirls at Trap Nest concerts." And then he
So
goes
in
on,
mine, he describes it as a moderate or the atmosphere is moderate.
"Oh,
Mm-hmm.
moderate
Yep.
atmosphere.
It's a
Hmm.
moderate atmosphere up on the balcony.
So it's not crazy."
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. But he doesn't make it sound as bad as yours does.
right? He's just like, nothing but crazy girls in there. And then he goes on to say, "You should ask Ren to get you in too, Hachi. There might still be some comp tickets left. Should I ask him?" And Hachi's like, "No, I saw them recently back home, and I've got a lot of things to do tomorrow." Which, she's, um, I don't know. You think she's like nervous? Like, no, I'd rather not go. I'd rather not see
No, I think it's because
Drapnest.
she genuinely has to get ready.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yep, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Does yours say, is it true that there are really only girls at Trap Nest concerts?
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, Nobu asks that Tachi.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
Yeah, because like, well, he describes in your version, he describes their seats way worse than how he
he
describes them in mine.
he does. He's like totally sucks.
And so he's like, it's probably better there compared to being stuck in the middle of a crazy fangirls. Is it true that there are only girls at Trap Nest concerts?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Some girls. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
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 But
I
then
have a
Nana,
feeling that there's more girls.
yep.
And then guys who think that Rira's hot.
Yep. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially for this time era too, because like,
Right? But I don't know, like Trap Nest has big Evanescence vibes.
yeah, but
So
as someone who dated someone who was only interested in the band because he had a thing for Amy Lee, like, you
I
know.
mean, yeah, but I knew a lot of like male Evanescence fans that wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like they wouldn't be fans of that music if they just
Mm-hmm.
thought she was hot. Otherwise, it would just be like, oh yeah, no, she's hot.
Oh yeah, one of my friends, well, my other like, guy friend, he was genuinely interested in the band, but I get the
I
creepy
think it's a mixed
boyfriends.
bag.
It is. Yeah.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
But then Nana's like kind of yelling at Shin where she's like, "Shin, you write your wish on it and hang it on a bamboo leaf." And he says, "A wish?" And she's like, "You really don't know?" And then, Nobu's like, "What?" And they're like coming over now, and then Hachi's like, "What's going on?" And Nana's like, "Well, Shin here says he's never seen Tanabata decorations." And then he actually asked me, "What's a Tanzaku?" And no, Yasu's like, "You never even made Tenzaku in grade school? You're just blanking." And, and Shin's like whining like a little kid. He's like, "I want to write a wish on a Tenzaku." And then there's Nobu just kind of like, "So what kind of life have you been living? It's about time you told us. How long are you gonna leave us hanging?" And Achi says, "You could come to our place and write one, Shin. We have extra Tenzaku." And now he's really happy. And he's like, "Yeah," little stars around him. He's throwing his hands up. He's got a little heart. And then Yasu looks at Nana and he says, "Really? You have Tanabata decorations?" And Nana says, "Hachi made me. Or Hachi, not me. I told her we're too old for that crap." I'm like, "But you're not too old. Don't be silly."
I mean, in mine, Yasi references that they do it in kindergarten, not grade school.
Ah,
Like it's for like small children.
right, right. Does
So
Nana
there's that.
complain about not wanting to
Yeah, but
do it?
differently. She just says it was Hachi. I told her that she's too old for it. There was no
Never,
we.
never too old. Don't be ridiculous. just had this conversation. So now they're back at the apartment, and Nobu is writing "kick trap nest's butt" on his Tanebata. And is he writing that on yours?
I mean, all the verbiage is different,
Okay, so no.
like
What does he say
constantly.
though? I'm so curious what he actually wrote.
Um, let's see. It says Nobu. That's not a wish. Let me go back up. It says screw trap nest.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Harsh.
Just simply screw
Simply
just screw
s-
trap nest.
screw trap nest. And Nana looks at it. She goes, Nobu, that's not a wish. It's a declaration, you fool. And he's like, oh, yeah? And Hachi's laughing. And then Shin apparently writes on his, I'll write Nobu's wish for him. I want to get taller. Heart, Nobu. And Yasu thinks that's hilarious because he's laughing. And then Nobu's like, shut up, dude, you're shorter than I am. And Shin says, I'm still growing. I'll surpass you soon. And now they're all just like writing their wishes on little bits of paper. Nana's writing, my wish is, I want an air conditioner. And Nobu writes, I want the car I sold to come back. Hachi writes, I want a balcony to put bamboo on. And Shin writes, I want money. And Yasu's over there like, can't you guys make more substantial wishes? And apparently, is this? Oh, I guess it's summer. It is summer because
Summer. Yeah.
it's summer. Because Nana's like, ugh, it's so hot in here. Even substance melts. And Nobu's like, I know. Whoo. So she goes over to turn I guess the one fan that they own on really high, except the window is open. So Hachi's like, wait, Nana, the Tenzaku are blowing away. And they all blow out the window. And they're all just kind of laughing about it. So they
Well,
wrote
not at
everything,
first.
not at first. They're like, oh no. And they're like, oh well. And then we have the think boxes. And it says the Tokyo sky that was clear by day clouded over that night. We couldn't see the Milky Way, but we were having the time of our lives. I already knew that wishing would never make my dream come true, but when any of their dreams came true, I felt that much happier. And then we see what Nana actually wrote on hers was, I wish Hachi finds a boyfriend, a long-haired one. Heart, Nana. And that's probably a good place for a scene change because it's the end of the day.
Yeah. And yeah, lots of scene changes. There's variable difference because she didn't say anything about her wish not coming true,
Mm,
like at all.
yeah.
She says for a wish to be granted, wishing wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
But drastically different stories.
Yes.
So yeah, it's the next day, possibly the next day. I mean, we just have like day change. So in Yazawa time, that could be a lot of time or a little bit of time.
Oh,
Um,
because in mine it's so it was the 7th yesterday, right? See, in
does
mine
it
they
say it's the 8th today?
yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, it is the next day because this is the day of the Trap Nest concert.
Yep.
Um, of course it is. So the television is on. It says, "Dear viewers, hello. Today is Sunday, the 8th of July." See, there we go. And it's time for J Music. Hachi's doing her makeup.
Mm-hmm.
As usual, we will be starting with the best-selling ranking and sellers ranking and end with some songs from the past few years. A special program awaits you. Let's start with our first song from a band that will give it its last concert tonight, Trap Nest. Um, and then just she drops her makeup.
Yeah. She just
She
throws
drops her makeup
she throws on her lipstick, just bam, right to the floor.
and she's like running. Does she run to the poster? She runs to the
No,
TV.
no, she runs
Okay.
to the TV, which
She
is
runs to the
literally
TV.
it's
She
like
runs. I did
behind
read this
her.
today. I swear. She runs to the TV and like places her hands like on this tube television.
Yeah, it's just sitting behind her. I don't know why she ran
I
like so
know.
fast.
It's like literally next to her. Right next to her. It's like maybe a foot away. 2 feet, 3 feet, 3 feet
Yeah,
max. 3 feet
it's
max.
not. No,
It's
it's
not
not
far.
that
It's not
far.
that far. 2 steps.
Two steps.
2 steps. And it says, when the tour is over, I'll immediately come to see you. I'd like it if you cooked for me again.
Hmm.
That's what Takumi said.
He did.
And so then it says, will come, won't come, will come, won't come, will come, won't come, because she's pulling petals off of a flower. He
Yeah,
loves me, he loves me not. He loves me, he
right?
loves me not. And then, well, she runs out of petals and it says won't come. And I'm like, I mean, you didn't invoke the demon lord first. So I don't know what you expected.
I
Divination
did.
doesn't work that way when you have like a patron deity, ma'am. Um
Just I used to do this as a kid. I did
Oh, me
flower
too.
divination as a kid.
Oh, me too. Oh, me too. Um,
Good times.
right? And so then she stands up and she's got all the lines through her little face, and there's like thunder and lightning behind her, fireballs, and all of the static, all of the blinding static, and just says, "Oh no, come on. No one relies on flowers anymore. I'm crazy." And then she's like suddenly running down the street like Naruto.
Oh yeah.
No, like actually.
She's doing a wapu.
Yep. And it says, I don't need flowers to guess he won't come. Since he didn't answer my message, I'm sure he's already forgotten about me.
Mm.
But, well, you never
Well,
know. So she goes grocery shopping. It's like, honey, 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 honey. Say, I mean, we know the answer.
we know the mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm just going to give dating advice right now. Say he actually does show up, okay? He was not considerate enough to talk to you for a month, a whole month,
Yep.
or to confirm. You do
Yeah.
not make him dinner. You do not.
Mm-mm.
No, 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 ma'am. No, ma'am. So she buys a whole lot of groceries.
She does.
Oh, Hachi. Hachi, Hachi,
Oh,
Hachi.
Hachi.
You codependent mess. Okay. It says,
Mm-hmm.
even if Takumi doesn't come, Ren will. He has to. Anyways, cooking for 3 or 4 people doesn't change much. And then she thinks to herself, I don't know when they'll come. I should make things that can be eaten cold. And she's looking at the tomatoes, and it says, we should get a microwave.
Yeah.
I could do a lot more with one. And she reaches for a tomato, and then she has a flashback thought of Takumi saying, these tomatoes are good. Where did you get them? And she drops the tomato, and now she warped into June's house. So yeah, now she's seeing June.
Yeah?
For the first time since the concert, which really wasn't them hanging out anyway.
No, not really.
No. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No, no. But June is also busy with her life. You know what I mean? So like there's that part of it too. But
Yeah.
she also didn't want Hachi to rely on her so much.
Yeah?
What did she expect? I don't know. There's multiple things can be true.
Yep.
And so then Hachi says, "Are you sure I can take all of these? Thank you, Jun-chan. There's even eggplant." And she's like, "Yeah, the two of us can't eat all. There's even eggplant.
There's an egg. There's an eggplant. There's
No
no
cucumbers.
cucumbers, but there's an eggplant. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There might be a cucumber in there.
There might
It might
be.
be it might be the whole thing. The whole garden.
Oh, garden.
The whole garden. So June's like the two of us can't eat all of that. I just got them. They're fresh. And then she's like, I'm so lucky. Yeah, you're fucking charmed. We've gone over this.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she's like, oh, it feels so good in this apartment. This is paradise. And June's like, you should buy an air conditioner instead of wasting your money. And she's like, I'm not wasting it. And if I had the money to buy one, I'd rather get a VCR. I thought about bringing the one I have at home, but my sister Nami stole it from me. So then June's like, just buy one. Hachi, okay, is like, and anyways, I'd rather buy a microwave and a drying cupboard. Because we don't have a veranda, you know. Because she wished for a veranda to
Mm.
grow flowers on, not a porch to grow bamboo on.
Oh my God, the house thing. What, a pavilion and now a veranda.
A
Okay.
veranda.
A veranda. Verandas are cool though, so it's fine.
I mean, it's just it's just language changes.
Yeah, I know. But her dreams, like,
Right?
what do you want? You want a pavilion. Now you want a veranda. Okay.
And with a drying cupboard. She wants a drying cupboard because they don't have a veranda. But see, if they had a veranda, she'd grow flowers on it. But also, they could dry their clothes out there.
True, true. And a microwave. You need a
And a
microwave.
microwave, which she'd rather have over a VCR instead of having an air conditioner. I mean, you know, it's an itemized list. It's set up by importance of desire. So
Mhm.
June is kind of speechless in this moment and says, "Well, at least you seem healthy. I'm relieved." What? What
I
does
don't
that
know.
mean? I
I
think it's a
don't
weight
I don't
comment.
know. Is it?
Anyway,
Oh yeah, because
I
it
think she
well.
probably thinks that she's probably malnourished or something.
Mm, maybe.
Who knows? Or maybe mentally stable.
Maybe, yeah, mentally stable. Because in mine, she's like, anyways, you look good. Just like, oh,
Right. Appearance, healthy appearance.
appearance healthy. Yeah,
I don't know.
you're not dead.
Yeah.
Cool.
You didn't jump into the river.
Yeah, you did not.
Things are looking up. Things are looking on up. So Hachi's like, well, thanks
Looking
again,
up.
Jun-chan. And she's like, stay longer next time. Kyosuke wanted to see you again too. But hey, you bought a lot. Oh, backwards. Nope, that's the right way. Um,
Mhm.
I thought you didn't have money. You have a guess? And nervously, Hachi says, of course not. I don't have a
Mhm.
guest. And June is like, oh, really? With her skinny
Doesn't look
eyebrows.
convinced though. Hmm.
I know, she's not convinced. She's not. She knows something's up. She knows
Right.
something's up. And so now we're in Hachi's head and says it's probably better if he doesn't come. That way, at least, I'd give up once and for all. If Takumi comes, then I'd have to explain everything to Nana. I won't be able to hide anything. But if that happens, I won't have to hide anything from her anymore. And if Takumi is the kind of guy who keeps his promises, and if he comes to see me, my conscience will be better. So she's like cooking all of this food, and Nana notices and is like,
So
"Hey,
much food.
Hachiko, so much food. Hey, Hachiko, who's gonna eat all of this? There's enough for 5 people." And she's like, "Maybe I overdid it in my enthusiasm, but after a concert, he'll probably be hungry. What time does Ren? What time does Ren get here? The concert is almost over." Nana's like, huh? He's coming? Did he tell you that? Hachi's like, huh? I wouldn't know. I was sure he'd come to see you. Nana's like, he's not coming.
Yeah, yeah, she's because in mine she's like, I assumed he would. I'm like, see what assumptions got you? They got you bad times.
got you bad. They got you bad. But also, like, that's her cover for making all the food. So,
True, true,
yeah, it's her cover.
true. But
And she
also,
went kind of wild.
she did
She
kind of
has an
go,
actual
yeah,
cell phone.
true.
She could have asked people
Yeah,
what they were doing this evening.
true.
Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
Takumi is not going to get back to her, but she could have been like, hey, boys. Hey, my garden of boys.
Right?
I made you vegetables.
Are
You
you
can
hungry?
cannibalize your dinner. Right. And so I was like, I don't think he'll come. Let's see. I don't think he'll come. Will he? He didn't promise me anything like that. Sorry to deceive you. And Hachi
Not that-
yells.
It's not deception if she didn't ask. Anyway, Hachi's yelling.
Right, exactly. It's not. It's not. But those were like tiny words. Those are like tiny words. Those are like background words. Those are like under your breath.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, and so Hachi yells, but why not? And Nana's like, what? Hachi goes on, today is the end of his tour. After the concert, shouldn't he come here to visit you? It's been a month since you last saw each other. He'll come for sure. So Nana says, but I think they'll party until really late in the night, and he has other things to do. And so now Nana, or Hachi, is looking up hopefully and freaks out, starts shaking her head. Party until late in the night, of course. And Nana does not know what's going on. She's super
Nope.
confused.
Mm-hmm.
She
Complete
is being
and
Hachi.
yes.
Hachi is Hachiing. Um, so then she's like, then he must be coming here after the party. And Nana goes, no. If Ren sleeps here, you'd probably work yourself up like hell. What does that mean? Does she know about the bloody noses?
Maybe. No. Oh, that's actually better because in mine she's just like, I don't want to bother you or cramp your style when he comes over. So from now on, when we hook up, I'll go to Ren's, so he won't just come
Well, I mean,
busting
like,
in.
that part, yeah, okay. But, like, I know, just
The
you'd
bloody
probably
noses.
work yourself up like hell. You'd probably work yourself up like hell.
Yeah, the
What
bloody
does that mean?
noses.
The bloody noses. Also, like, preparing all of the dinner and freaking out. Oh, I mean, like, she was, like, not hachiing
Oh, yeah.
until Ren and Takumi left last night. Or last time. A month ago.
True, true. But I think it was
Right?
more of
Maybe
like,
that's it.
yeah, maybe it was more of a Takumi thing than a Ren
Oh,
thing.
it definitely was a Takumi thing.
Yeah, because
But they
Ren
don't
was
know that
still
yet.
there. No, they don't know. Mm-mm.
They don't know that yet. They don't know that part yet. Um so then she says, so we decided that next time we see each other, I'll go to his place so he won't be coming here in the middle of the night. Maybe because it's the middle of the night and she'll think it's a ghost.
But maybe not the
I'm running out with like a stick or something.
right, not the serial killer who's a ghost
Right?
and
I mean, and so now she's crying.
yeah, but like I think it's like actually like oh
She's
no,
crying.
cry.
This
Mm-hmm.
isn't like her crazy angry cry. She's like weeping. And
And
Nana is
not
more
confused.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Hachi's like, in her head, and I was counting on that. I expected Takumi to come along. For him to stay, or for him to say as lightly as usual, I'm coming with you. But
Mm-hmm.
even if it was said lightly or not, I would have been happy if he had come. And so Nana's like, don't give up like that. If you want to see Ren again, I'll tell him to visit us sometime. Plus, I think that he's free for a few days starting tomorrow, and I could ask him to bring Takumi along. She flips up and she's like, no, I'll be okay. Don't
Right?
worry.
Too close to home. Too close.
I mean, Why can't she just tell Nana?
Shame, embarrassment, all the
Like,
things.
why can't she just tell her? I slept with Takumi at a hotel. You told me
I
to
don't.
do whatever I wanted.
You did. You said the thing. I don't know. She's embarrassed. She
Yeah,
must
I
be.
mean, yeah, yeah, because he's not. He's the bad guy,
Duh.
right? Thank you. I was waiting.
I'm I'm just gonna do that every time.
Oh my god. So Nana says, "Oh well, I don't think he's coming today. It's too bad you put so much work into this." And so in her head, in Hachi's head, she's like, "But what do I do really?"
Hmm.
And out loud, she says, "Of course not. Don't worry about that. Really." And in her head, she's like, "I got excited by myself again." Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, ma'am. You did.
How many times? How many times before we learned this lesson, sweet Hachiko? And you didn't summon the demon lord, so he's not actually helping you out in this situation.
Mm-mm. No.
Even though, well, yesterday was the day of misfortune.
Mm-hmm.
But and she's like,
Kind of was. It was
not
day of
Hachi.
buy the fucking groceries.
Dude, so many groceries.
It's the day of buying all the groceries. The Demon
It's
Lord's
the day of,
day.
right? Demon Lord's Day, where we buy the entire garden and get free eggplants and tomatoes.
Yes.
Oh goodness. So she's like, it should be fine if we put it in the fridge and eat a bit from each dish. And I was like, hey, wait, I'm really hungry. Can I eat all I want? So Hachi just gently smiles and she's like, yes, of course, I'll get you a plate. And Nana's like, it looks awesome. Too bad for you, Red. You're missing this feast. Now Hachi's just giggling. Like they're having a good time, as they should be.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, but hey, seeing you like this, I can tell that you really wanted to go to the concert with the others. Am I right? I should have asked Ren for you. Sorry, I don't really notice those things. And she's like, no, I didn't especially want to go. You probably wanted to go more than me, right? You're really too proud. Nana's like, this is
Mm-hmm.
pride. Well, yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
because if I go, I'll compare myself to her again, and that'll get me down. It's stupid, but well. And then in her head, Hachi is like, I'm the one who doesn't notice things. I'm sorry about doing this kind of thing to you. And then scene change.
Yeah. So it's Rira, and they just got done with a concert, and she's thanking the crowd. She's like, "Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks and good night." And she bows, and everyone's just cheering up a storm. And then she's crying because it's the end of tour. It's just kind of
Exhausted, first and
exhausted,
foremost.
right? How many they had like what 11 more shows to do, so
Yeah.
it must be
Yeah,
nice
in a
to be
month.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vocal rest. You should be on vocal rest for a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it's like all the bandmates around her, just kind of like, ah, this is like our princess, because they're all kind of looking kind of at her, like, good job, girl, you did great. And then
Like
there's
she had a baby.
right. So there's the announcer, and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes tonight's performance. Please exit promptly with our staff's assistance. And then there's like this empty kind of hallway, not a hallway, what is this? Just this is a room. And Blast is there, and Yasu's there, and Shin and Nobu, and Yasu's smoking. And they're just waiting. They're just kind of sitting around and waiting. And then Yasu puts a cigarette out, and he's like, all right, I'm out of here. And Nobu says, huh? You're not going backstage? But we have backstage passes. And Yasu says, I got a lot of work to do. And Nobu's like, oh, come on, man, just hang out for a little while. And he's like, sorry, guys, say hi to Ren for me. And Shin's on the ground lighting a cigarette with his bitchin' lighter. I love that fucking lighter. Um, it's the, oh goodness. It's the Vivian Westwood Saturn.
It's the
And
orb.
you, it's the orb. And it's like a
It's the
Zippo that he,
iconic lighter.
yeah, that he wears around his neck.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool. I think that thing's dope. Um, and Shin looks up at Yasu, and he says, "What about Rira?" And Yasu says, "Tell her congratulations." And he just leaves. And Nobu's kind of like on her breath, thinking like that's it. And Shin's just laughing. And now we're in what's dressing room A, and it's Takumi, and he's like, "So where's Yasu? Where'd he go?" Sorry, I gotta pause. Why do you think he left? Like, do you have
Um,
any theories about that?
I think he just doesn't care and it's late.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay. Cool.
I think he doesn't care enough, personally.
Okay.
And I think he's like, I could go do this thing that I really don't want to do, or I could go do something that I want to do. He's like, I made my
Mm.
effort.
It's fair.
I think
It,
that Yasu just doesn't actually care enough,
mm. It would have been interesting if.
personally.
Oh, that's. Yeah. If he had been there because of the conversation that's about to happen, what do you think he would have done? Or should we wait till we
We
actually
should
get
wait.
there?
Yeah, we
Okay.
should wait.
Okay.
We should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. He doesn't care. That's very Yasu, though.
Yeah, I think
Um.
it's like it's just a matter of like he probably knows like oh, it's like that conscious decision of not wanting to put yourself in a potentially uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, especially because we like discussed last time how Takumi was like poking around and doing and stirring shit, and he's like, you know what? I don't know if I can handle Takumi tonight.
Right. Maybe like he's just tired. That sounds like a
That's
lot.
fair.
I don't need to like he's like I don't need to be here. I don't need to be a part of this party.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't really care about the fame aspect of it or you know what I mean, like those things.
Mm-hmm.
He's too cool.
It's true. And that's fine if he's got a boundary for it. That's cool.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
So,
Takumi.
yes. So Takumi, he like puts his arm around Nobu, and Nobu's like, he said he's got work to do and to say hi to Ren. And Takumi's like, what? No hi for me? And I'm like, no, no hi for you. You were,
Meddler.
yeah, you,
Pot stirrer.
right? Goodness. And oh, Naoki, he's there, and he's like, that sucks. I really wanted to hang out with him. And Ren says, unrequited love, Naoki. So sad.
That one's
Which is
actually
actually kind of
better than
funny.
mine. Okay, that one is
Oh, is
actually
it?
better than mine. Because
Oh, what does
mine
he
just
say?
says the feeling probably wasn't reciprocated, Naoki. I like the unrequited love way better. Like that's funny.
That is funny. 'Cause I don't know. I'm laughing at yours because I'm like, oh, Ren, that hurts,
Harsh.
right? So mean,
That's just a stab.
right? Unrequited love. And it's
Yeah, that's
Rira.
funny.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But then I think it's Rira because she's like, yeah, I wanted to see him too. And she says, unrequited love? That's me. Did she say that in yours?
Um, I mean, she looks wistful, right? There's like
This
stars and stuff.
sparkles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it says it wasn't reciprocated towards me either.
Oh.
That's so sad.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And Ren's just looking at her like, oh, goodness.
Uh
Right? And Nobu's back there like, what? He's not saying
Well,
anything. He's got the
she's
dots.
intentionally dramatic though. Like it's part of her
True.
personality to over dramatize things for like a sense of humor.
Yeah, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, that's part of her charm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, and Takumi's like, Rira, what are you saying? You can't be serious. And there's a reporter here, you know, because apparently there's a reporter and he's been there the whole freaking time. So we just didn't see him. And the reporter's writing it down like unrequited love. That's me. And Takumi's like, and
What?
she's writing it down.
He says that's me?
Oh, because Rira said that. She was like, unrequited love. That's
No,
me,
I
but like in
know.
the little tiny thoughts.
Okay, because mine says I'm not. Mine says Takumi says to Rira, "I'm not sure how to make you understand, but," and then he just holds his hand out, and it says, plus. There's a lot of journalists, and the journalist is saying, reciprocated. How sad.
But seriously, we didn't even know that there was a reporter in the room until just this moment. And then there's a is that their manager?
Manager.
Yeah, he's just laughing.
Yeah, Taki-chan is their manager.
Yeah. And then Naoki's like, Tucky, don't laugh. It's going to print. And Rira said, and then Shin walks over to Rira and he says, Yasu said to tell you congratulations, Rira. And she looks over and she is like, oh my God, what a cutie. Even Mr. Johnny would gasp.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm like,
In mine, she says this guy is gorgeous.
yeah, who's Mr. Oh, Mr. Johnny runs a boy band agency. I was like, who the hell's Mr.
Oh,
Johnny,
mine
Rira?
says a Johnny's. What a surprise.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna look up Johnny's. Hold on.
Okay. I know I'm like, a Johnny's? Different than
Because
Mr.
no,
Johnny?
yeah, it's also not spelled like Johnny with apostrophe. It's spelled Johnies.
Oh, that's different. Mine is Johnny.
It says slang, a condom.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh
she called him a condom.
my God. So
So
Takumi is a stoplight
cute.
and a cucumber, but Shin is a condom.
Well,
Okay.
in mine, she says after that, want to play with Oni-san?
Oh. Oh goodness. She
Oh
just
my
says, come play
god.
with me in
No.
mine. Because isn't Oni-san's sister? Am I thinking of something
Yeah, I think
else?
so. Hold on. We'll look that up too
Okay.
because we can't get this wrong at this point. Nothing is looking good.
Nope. Nope. It's getting Riva's saying weird things.
Rira's saying weird shit again.
She's like, oh no.
Okay, hold on. Let's open that. Yep, older sister.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, so she calls him a
Oh
condom and is like, come
no.
play with your big sister. And I'm like, oh dear.
She is older than him.
Yep.
But who isn't? Oh my god, Shin the condom.
Oh, poor kid. And
I don't think he's
he's
mad
like,
about it. He's not mad
no.
about it.
No, he takes a beat. Nobu has like a look on his face and Takumi's like, hey. And Shin just turns the charm up to 11 and he's like, but I demand special treatment. Crystal, caviar, the works. And he's got
Wait, what?
a
Wait,
phone
no, he
number.
does not say that in mine. He does not say that in mine.
What does he say?
He says if you want to, but I'm expensive.
I
The
mean,
price is
he is.
100,000 yen a night. No, he's not actually this expensive.
He's not? Oh.
No. No, that comes later.
Mm,
But he tells her it's 100,000 yen a night, which is $1,000 a night.
it's a lot.
But he's
Dang.
like, if you want, but I'm expensive, is what he says. It doesn't have anything to do with candles. And he has his card that says Shin, and it's got two little hearts on it.
Yeah, and his phone number, and nobody like grabs his shoulder. He's like, Shin, and both
More
uh
importantly,
one like Takumi and Ren are in the backyard back there. They're like, caviar?
oh, in
Question.
mine, it's 100,000 question mark. They say it at the same time,
They
and Ren spits
do.
his cigarette out.
Yup. But she's got
Oh
the
god.
card. And she's like, Rira's like, oh, but this one's too cute. Who is he? And Nobu's like, Ren, help me. What's her deal? And Ren can't. He's just laughing.
No, no, no. In mine, it says, "Oh, this one's pretty cute too. How much?"
Oh
I really do think that she's fucking with them, though.
no. She might be.
I really do. I really do.
That okay, that would explain why Ren is laughing. Why he's
Uh
just like,
huh.
oh my
I
god.
really think she's fucking with them at this point. I mean, maybe not at first when she's like, "This guy is gorgeous," because like
Mm-hmm.
but then the progress through that.
Yep. Yep. And Nobu's
Because she
like,
was just acting forlorn for no reason. So,
it's true. Although I think she was genuinely serious about Shin being super cute because he is super cute.
Oh no,
So,
same. And then from there though, I think that she's because she's like, how much?
how much for Nobu?
How
I
much
don't
for
know.
Nobu? And
I
he's
don't
and then
know.
yeah, I know after it says save me, it says, what kind of girl is that? Oh
Poor,
no.
poor Nobu. He's so
Poor
innocent.
Nobu. Poor Nobu. He
Poor
doesn't deserve
baby.
to be put in Shin's category of Johnnies. Oh man.
He's just like, oh, he's like, says Nobu, I gotta go. Instant headache. But Ren like puts his hand on his shoulder, looking just like happy. He's just like, oh come on. What about after parties? There's several, and they go all night. And Nobu's thinking all night with like a sweat drop. And Shin's like, yay, I'm down. And Rira is also saying, yay, come with us. Because they're also apparently the same personality.
They are.
They
They're both
are. Just
children.
they're not chill. And I don't know, do you want a scene change here? Or do you just want me to go because it goes very kind of quick-ish
Yeah.
from this part
Oh, let me see.
because they're going to the party.
Yeah, finish the party.
Oh, okay. We finished it. Okay, so this is party number 2 apparently. They went to 1 already. So,
No, this is the only party.
oh, and mine it says party number 2. So I'm like, "Oh, they were
Yeah,
like
they weren't at. Oh, maybe. No, they only have one party.
not
Hold
in
on.
mine.
I
They've
gotta go
been to
back to where
2."
we were because I scrolled too far again. Hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, no, mine just says second round,
Oh, okay. Not
as in like
mine.
another round of drinks at the bar
Okay.
because it says second round. He sets his cup down and says gin and tonic.
Oh, no, apparently they're bar hopping in mine.
The party is like it's a staff party
Right?
at the facility.
Mhm.
Like it's not leaving because it's a staff party. It's
Right.
right. It's not at a bar.
It's just different. So, no, they're just stationary. They're stationary. So, he said, is it Shin? I think it's Shin. Gin and tonic, he says. Oh, no, it's Nobu. Nobu's asking for the gin and
Mm-hmm.
tonic.
Mm-hmm.
And Shin says, Nobu, you all right? You're drunk. And Nobu says, I can't take this crazy scene sober. And Rira comes over and she's like, a fresh young face and so cute. And then she turns around and she's like, "Hey, Tetsu, I love you, man." Just walking away.
I don't know
And
how
then
she has that much energy.
uh, after a concert, I don't know.
I know.
I don't
Mhm.
know. Maybe it's the
Mhm.
champagne or whatever she's drinking. She's got a fancy glass. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, Nobu's like, how could Yasu go out with someone that weird? He really is a man of mystery. And he thinks that's very funny because he's laughing and he's like, someone that weird? She's not that bad. And then here
Okay,
comes
so
Takumi.
in mine it says, I wonder why Yasu dated that weird woman. The mystery around Yasu only grows deeper.
I mean, either way,
Um,
Takumi's not having it.
no.
He just comes out of the ether from out of nowhere and just like it starts to choke Nobu and he's like, Nobu, I'm not down with that. You calling our princess a weirdo. He's got him in a full-on headlock. And then it's Taki and he's like, Takumi, sorry to interrupt, but could you sign some autographs? Like 10? And he says, what? 10? What the hell? I'm off the clock and wasted. And Taki says, sorry, I had the others sign these after sound check. You seem busy, so I was going to ask you later, then forgot. It's a request from an important sponsor. Please? And Takumi's like, oh, all right. If it's so important, why'd you forget? Just do your job, manager. And he's like, sorry. And so he takes this stack of photographs. He goes over, and Shin's like, "So you're signing them? It's a rough life." And Takumi's like clicking his little pen, and he's like, "I'm so generous." And then Shin says, "So Takumi, you do all the arrangements for Trap Nest songs, right?" And he says, "Uh huh." And Shin says, "And for this album, you were the producer too?" He said, "Yep." And I think it's Shin still. He's like, no wonder it's so much better than your first album. And Takumi says, really? Well, aren't you sweet? You're worth some caviar and champagne. See, I'm generous. Is that different?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, even okay, so the discourse of him citing stuff, Shin says you really are responsible. And Takumi says, of course I'm an adult.
Everybody's an adult. Hachi's an adult. Takumi's an adult.
But
And the
like Shin's
cucumber.
not an adult.
No. Mm-mm.
Right. Okay. So, and then like obviously he talks to him about like the arrangements, which, you know, is what it is. But we know that that is not the price of Shin. Shin costs money. Shin is a prostitute. I'm sorry, Viz Media, but guess what?
Right?
Like, he walks like a duck. He talks like a duck. Therefore, he is a duck.
He's a duck.
Well, in this case, he's a condom. But
Right? Right.
Takumi says, "Oh,
Okay.
you're too kind. What do you say to 200,000 yen?
Ooh,
That's
ooh.
double your salary."
Oh. Mhm.
Uh
Oh,
huh.
oh, Takumi, are you propositioning Shin?
I mean, there's a little
I
heart.
mean,
There's a
there
little
is a
heart.
heart. There is. I don't hate that idea.
I think it's just
Like,
banter.
damn it, everyone's got to ruin that. Everyone.
I mean, you can have that
But
idea all you want.
okay, I'm gonna keep it because I'm just like, have you maybe tried just
I'm sure Takumi
other?
has, and I'm sure Shin has too. But Shin
Okay,
says that
well,
he is very hetero, remember?
right, right. We had that whole
But in
conversation.
order to know that,
It's true, but I just wonder about Takumi. I'm just like, hmm,
oh, I'm sure I wouldn't put it at
hmm,
mm.
hmm. New thought. I'd never considered that before. So now I'm like, you know
Oh
what?
wow. Okay. Okay. I
Oh,
just consider it with everybody. I'm like, anything is possible. Go for it.
oh
Do
no, I
what you
don't.
do.
I mean, that's fine. It's usually unless I'm like given new information and then I'm like, "Oh,
Well,
okay.
here's your information. He wants to double Shin's salary.
Well, there you go." I mean, at least if he did, Shin wouldn't be upset if he didn't call him. He'd be like, "Well, thanks for the 2 grand."
Oh
Just a
man.
just a thought. Sorry,
But Shin
Hachi.
only does older ladies.
Yeah, that's
But I
true.
mean, like 100,000 is already more than his normal charge. So then to double his lying charge, anything is possible, I suppose.
True. Mm.
Anything is possible.
Anything's possible. So Shin's laughing, and Nobu says, "Yeah, you are really good. How do you turn Ren's raw riffs into such smooth, catchy songs? Now that's a skill."
What? No, Nobu calls Ren's music shitty.
Like straight up in yours, or
Yeah, he said, how do you transform Ren's shitty music into something classical and modern?
oh no.
And that's why Ren's so angry, and he's like, sorry for writing shitty music.
Yep. And he's got the thing, and he's got the ice cube, and
Uh-huh.
he's got an ice cube.
He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him.
He's gonna get him, but I think that's I don't know, I think that's funny because I don't know, Nobu and Ren have like brother relationships. So
Oh yeah.
it's
They've grown
like
up together.
yeah. He's like, sorry for being so raw, he says as he like throws an ice cube down Nobu's back. And it was like, ah, that's cold. And Ren orders, he's like, shochu on the rocks. And apparently it's a Japanese liquor, vaguely like scotch. Just let me know. And then Shin's like, but Ren's riffs make the band. And Takumi's just laughing. And Nobu's like, Shin, you're stealing all my lines. Smoozer. Oh, smooth. Nope. Yep, that's it. And Ren's like, huh? He's like, oh yeah, Takumi. And he's like basically throws Nobu out of his line of sight. And he's like, your autograph. I need one too. I promised it to someone. And he's like, Takumi says, sure, you got a glossy? And Ren's like, I don't have any. Give me one of those. And Takumi says, but these are for a sponsor. Sorry, dude. And Ren says, like I give a crap. And Shin's thinking, just like Nana, as in like Ren is being just
Uh-huh.
kind of
No, in mine he says, it reminds me of Nana. Because
right.
he's like sipping his drink, just
Mm-hmm.
watching.
Yep. He is, he is, he is. Just not doing. So Takumi's like, oh, he's thinking. He's like, well, I'll find another glossy. But out loud, he says, what's the person's name? And Ren's got the cutest face. He's
I
like,
know.
Hachi.
Well, no,
He's
in mine it says Hachikuo. So the
Hachi.
dog statue name.
Oh no, the dog
Oh
statue's
yes.
back. And he's thinking about Hachi and then the little dog with hearts and says ruff ruff. And Nobu's like, what? And he's like, Ren, if it's for Hachi, he should write her full name. And Ren's like, what? What's her full name? And then what's a small thing here? He says, Hachiko
Shibuya.
Shibuya, yes. Uh, something about, oh, and there it is. There's the dog statue. And Takumi's like, Hachi, I've heard that name somewhere recently. And there's like a bee that's saying buzz because he literally cannot remember anything.
Anything.
anything. And Shin's like, you met her the other day playing Mahjong, Nana Komatsu. And then it clicks. And he's like, oh, Nana, yeah, yeah. And then he's like, kind of writing. And he's like, would she really want my autograph now? And Ren says, huh? Yeah, she asked for it. And Takumi says, when? And Ren says, when we were playing Mahjong. And then Takumi, like, unclicks his pen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't think she'll want one now. I slept with her the next day, which,
I mean,
and then, yeah, apparently giving you the cucumber is like an autograph.
yeah, I mean, in mine, he's like, but I don't need to do it anymore, right?
Mm,
Right? Like, sign the thing. And
right.
then, and Ren is like, huh, she wanted one. And then he's like, when was that? And he's like, well, the day of the tournament. And he's like, in that case, I don't need to do it anymore. We did it the next day.
Mm.
And
S-
then it says, like,
Where's
where's
Taki?
Taki-chan? Yeah, where's Taki-chan?
Yeah, but all the boys are like
Yeah,
silent.
no, like they're just staring him down. Like he doesn't know he just slept with their Madonna.
Right? Like, excuse you?
They slept with he slept with the mascot.
Yep. Yep.
He slept with somebody
Mm.
that they consider a statue that they like pray to because she's the priestess of the demon lord.
Right? She's their Madonna.
She's been
Sir.
deified.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean you slept with the goddess? What are you talking about?
Mhm. Uh-huh.
And Ren's like, he's taking a moment and he's like, wait. And Nobu's just kind of in the background, like his eyes are just blank. And he's like, Takumi, you what? And Takumi's like, what? You want details? And I'm like, man, no, no, dude. Like,
Huh?
he's been so fucking clueless. My goodness. And Ren is like, that girl is my girlfriend's best friend. What were you thinking? Learn to keep it in your pants. Nana's gonna kill you. And it's Shin, and Shin is sad. Like he's got the same like wide eyes, like Nobu, but
Mhm.
they're like,
Yeah.
you know. And Takumi's still talking, and he's like, "Why? I didn't make her do anything. It was mutual." And I don't know if I can say this next part. I've never liked this part. Okay. He says she
Mine
was
says, mine
okay, what does
says,
yours
okay,
say?
mine says,
Okay.
okay, so we're gonna go back a little bit. Ren is like, hey, what did you
Mhm.
do? And Takumi's like, what?
Right? He's like,
You want me to say it? Question mark. And Ren is like, and he's holding his cigarette like up to his face while he's saying
right?
this.
He's
You're
like
talking about my
burning.
girlfriend's close friend. I know you don't have principles, but this is going too far. Have some morals. And then under his breath, he says, Nana's gonna kill you. And
Mhm.
then Takumi's like, what's the big deal? I never forced her to do anything. She agreed. And then it's Nobu's face, and his eyes are just like the whites of his eyes. Like, it's a lot.
Mhm.
And Takumi says she stirred her tail to please me. And I think like in your translation it's something about wagging her tail. So he's referencing her as a dog
Yep. He says she was wagging her tail like a little puppy, and I don't
because of the
l-
Hachi joke though. And I think that this is the boys will be boys comments. And
yeah.
these boys are not, this is part of the reason though why this story is so important,
Mhm.
because for so many of us, not even in this time period, but even now, we know that boys
Mhm.
will be boys conversations, even if any of these guys were in uncomfortable situations, how often do they actually stand up for it not being okay? Every single
Right.
man stands up.
Yeah, like a 1%, like maybe a 1%
Right.
of like
Unless you're like in
actually.
healthy spaces, but that also means though that these other men wouldn't be in these spaces with these men who stand up for women.
Mhm.
But that's why like it's so important that this story is depicted.
Yeah, yeah, cuz you want to talk about like accountability? Nobu's about to do it.
Right. Well, but all of them are.
True.
Like not
True.
just Nobu. Like the way that Ren is challenging him. The way that they all got quiet. They all looked at him like what the fuck?
Right. Like
This
what's going
whole
on with
thing,
you?
right? And like that's not, but see the thing is like that's not the accountability. The accountability is that person has to hold themselves accountable for their actions.
Mm.
Right? We
Mhm.
cannot inflict accountability on anybody else because then that moves into a punishment of like of it's not an abolitionist move. But But the way that they react is standing up for Hachi. And it's not just Nobu, it's all of them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean in the way that like because Nobu's been like just quiet because Ren's already been like, "Hey man, no," but now Nobu's going to let Takumi know
Well, Ren
how
is closer to Takumi.
true.
Ren is the reason. Ren
Yeah.
is like the bridging point between their two
Mhm.
friend like their two friend groups.
Yeah.
Like he's the one that is the reason in this moment for all of that transpiring.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nobu like grabs Takumi by the shirt. I
Yep.
mean, he slaps the stack of signed photos out of his hand and then grabs
Mhm.
him by his shirt. And everybody's quiet and
Oh.
staring.
Oh, you think he slapped that out of his hand? I thought he grabbed him so hard that Takumi like lost like just
I mean, that's possible too, but mine says slap.
Oh, mine says crash.
Yeah,
So
mine
I
says
was
slap.
Oh, okay. So he
Mm-hmm.
slapped it out of his hand. Either
That's
way,
yeah,
those photos went to the floor. So,
right. Which it could be like the sound of paper, like of those type of photos hitting the ground, which would make a slapping sound too.
because they're
But
all glossy photos.
I would rather envision that he slapped the things out of his hand and grabbed his shirt.
That's fair. Just like, ugh, no,
Yeah.
see here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and yeah, everyone's like quiet and staring. And here comes Taki. He's like, hey, you. And Ren heads him off. And he's like, Taki, don't worry. It's nothing. They're just screwing around. And Nobu's very determined with his face, very upset. And Takumi is just, yeah, like he feels nothing. He doesn't. Mm-mm.
Well, we don't see him feel anything.
True.
So like he's just really good at like turning off the emotions. Like this is why him and Yasu are both fucking stoics.
Mm. And about that. What do you think Yasu would have done if he was here?
Oh no.
Oh no! Like I want to know. I want to know what you think.
I don't really know.
Hmm.
I think he probably would have just gotten up and walked away.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think he would have dealt with it. I think he would have been like, that's fucked up and probably not talked to Takumi again.
That's fair.
Like, I think that he's kind of given up on Takumi.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think he wouldn't have been okay with it, but I also feel like Yasu is a pacifist.
Mm. Yeah, I can see
And
that.
so, like, honestly, though, Yasu getting up and walking away hurts people more
True.
because everybody wants Yasu to approve of them because he's good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think. Yep. If he did
Yeah.
walk away, it would make such a statement.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he would say anything. I think he'd
Mm.
probably scoff or something or say something shitty under his breath and just walk away.
I think
Like full
he.
storm
Yeah.
clouds, like, you
Yeah.
know, ice witch vibes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a way that he is like we see like way later,
Hmm.
for like Nana. It's like probably something similar, where he's
Yep.
just like, I'm over it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he just gives like point blank, like,
Mm-hmm.
you fucked up, point blank. You do this or else.
Mm-hmm.
These are the boundaries. These are the conditions if you break those boundaries.
Right.
Like he doesn't actually compromise, which is fine because he's kind,
True.
because he's already compassionate, because he leads
Mm-hmm.
with compassion so he doesn't walk into compromising situations.
Right. Right.
Just the king, except for his shitty comment about seeing Hachi in a skirt, but at the same time I'm like, you okay.
I think, but like the way he's drawn in that panel too, it's almost like he's joking, like a
I
little.
know, I know. It's because like I can't actually take it serious because I'm like, no, you're too respectful.
Right? He's just kind of like it's almost like a compliment of like I'm sure she looks really nice in a campus uniform.
I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that. Too respectful.
Oh no.
Uh, but so Takumi says to Nobu, he says, "Let's fight outside. This party's for tour staff. Don't ruin it." And Nobu just he disengages. He's just like, ah, and he lets go. Which I'm kind of glad because Takumi
Would have
is,
kicked his ass.
oh my god, yeah, Nobu would have been bleeding, and I would have cried. I would have actually cried
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
yeah.
I have a feeling Takumi can fight.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Look at those eyes. Just nothing will literally kick your shit in. Um,
Yeah.
because remember, he's a delicate flower, and
He
throws.
is a delicate little fucking flower.
He's a delicate flower, so he throws things when he's mad. He's put holes into walls with his fists, I'm
I just
sure.
think that like he's dismissed his emotions so much that like he doesn't care if he hurts someone. And if somebody is going to come at him and try to hurt him, then he's like, okay, let's do
Mm-hmm.
this. I don't care if I get hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And like Nobu would have been leading with like so much passion and so much anger that he would have been clumsy.
Yeah, it's too much.
He's
You'd
not
make
calm
this.
and collected.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Fluid water versus torrent of emotions. So,
Yep, exactly.
yeah. And Ren looks really concerned. And he's like, Nobu. And Nobu just says, screw this. And Takumi's like, you're leaving? What the hell? And I'm like,
Uh,
what
excuse me.
do you mean? Of
But
course he's.
that's also what I mean. I think he just like doesn't I think that he thought that maybe he could have the boys will be boys conversation.
Mm. Nope.
That joke, like and it actually being seen as a joke and not offense. When like they were already offended before that comment, right?
True.
Because of
But
how he is.
the comment made it
And
worse.
right. The comment made it a hell of a lot worse. But I think he also thought like, okay, now it's over. So like we're just gonna go back to having fun.
Mm-hmm. No, we're
Yeah.
not. We're
No, we're
not.
not.
Actually. And Shin's got his drink, and he says Takumi, and just walks up to him, and there's a splash as Shin just dumps his whole ass drink onto Takumi.
No, in his face.
Oh, in his face. Well,
In his face.
in his. That's got a sting, right? That's booze,
Yes, his eyes were open according to this.
right? You got gin and tonic in your eyes.
I don't know if we don't know if Shin is drinking gin and tonic. He has a little short cup,
True. He likes to drink wine usually.
but he's got a little short cup,
He does a little
not a
shortcut.
big cup. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
but
And
yeah,
he
he
just
splashes it in his face.
in his face, and he's like, "Congratulations."
Oh, mine says good job.
Good. Hmm.
Good or great job. Excuse me, great job.
Great job. What? Like great job pissing off
Great job
Nobu?
fucking up the party.
That too,
Great job talking shit about our Madonna.
right?
Great job for ruining things.
Mm-hmm. And Takumi's like, "What the hell?" And Naoki's like, "You okay, Takumi?" And Takumi calls Shin a little brat, and Rira's just starting to laugh, and Ren's not saying anything, but Taki's looking at the ground. He's like, "Oh no, the glossies," because I'm pretty sure the drink went all over
Uh-huh.
those.
Yep. And Rira is now laughing
She's
hysterically.
laughing hysterically now. And he's like, "It's not funny, Rira." And she's just like, "Right on, Shin." And I'm
Oh,
like,
mine says what a class or what class, Shin-chan? What class?
"What class? Classy condom."
The classy Johnny over there.
Yep. So good. Uh, and then Ren's behind him and he's like, "Calm down. You asked for it. Not that I should talk, but." And Kumi like turns around. He's like angry. And he's just like, "I was just being honest. What's the problem?" And I'm like, "I guess the problem is you didn't get to have your gross boy conversation." So, But Ren's like, that you have no conscience whatsoever. Scary.
Oh, see. Okay. So Rira's laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Takumi yells, "Stop laughing, Rira." Ren says, "Calm down, Takumi. You're the one at fault, though I don't know her that well."
Mm-hmm.
Takumi turns and says, "I only said the truth. Where's the fault in that?" And Ren says, "You really don't think you did anything wrong,
That's better.
right?"
Yep. That is a better moment.
Yeah. Because he genuinely doesn't understand
Nope.
how he
Mm-mm.
messed up, and this is how you learn.
Is he learning?
I mean, it's not the point of rather of if he is or if he isn't learning. It's that he didn't know that what he was saying was wrong. And so like that type of thing, that's internalized.
Mm-hmm.
That's something he was socially taught. That's something that has to be unlearned,
True.
right? And this is how you unlearn things.
True. I
And
wonder at it.
Ren, even Ren asking him, "You really don't think you did anything wrong," is opening space for Takumi to learn. And people don't learn things instantly.
Mm-mm.
If he understood right now, if he apologized right now, I wouldn't believe it. He said the other
No.
shit too casually to actually show that he's learned that thing. And apologies aren't words, apologies are action and changed behavior.
Yeah. But what's coming up, I wonder at it, you
Right.
know?
Over
Mm.
time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over time. But like Takumi, as I said in the last episode, also has a lot of character development, and we just have to fucking hate him right now.
That's fair. Uh, but he turns around and he's like, "God damn it. I'm leaving too." And Naoki says, "What? Takumi, you can't. There's still another party." And he says, "I don't give a crap." And Taki says, "Takumi, autographs." And Takumi says, "I'll just do it tomorrow." And he's like, "Thanks." And Takumi says, "This reminds me, I have something I have to do." And Ren says, "Like what? Another chick, you sleazeball?" And Takumi says, "You tell Nobu this. Against me, he can't even compete. He shouldn't fight for a girl he doesn't have the guts to date."
Oh my.
Not the same?
No.
Okay. Because
Hold the
he's
phone.
okay. I'm holding the phone.
Okay. So he remembers that he has something he has to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
This also bothers me. He forgot until Nobu got pissed.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Oh, competition. Okay, so anyway, um,
Mm-hmm.
so he says, "When you see Nobu again, tell him this. If he wants to compete with me, he should train another 100 years. And if he should stop pretending to be someone else, since he can't even seduce a girl."
Rude? My goodness. 1,000 years? Sir.
100 years.
100. Sorry.
100.
I'm
But
thinking about
and he
Shin's
should
money.
stop pretending to be someone else since he can't even seduce a girl.
What does that
I
mean?
don't know.
Wow. It's so
Maybe he's trying to say that he's pretending to be a rock star.
maybe. That's so mean.
Like he's trying to pretend to be a cool dude.
Yeah. That
Which I
is
mean he's not.
so
Nobu is just
mean.
goofy and cute.
Yeah, he's
Just
not.
golden retriever energy.
He is. Maybe Takumi is legit feeling threatened by Nobu challenging him, and
And
that's why
Takumi
he's
is a war trained poodle.
saying mean, dirty shit. Just
But
not
yeah,
okay.
how could he stop? He should stop pretending to be someone else since he can't even seduce a girl. No, he's just a nice fucking boy, Takumi.
Right? I'm like, what? No. Mm-mm.
Use
Mm.
you.
that was mean. It's like, oh, you're feeling threatened. That's what's up. Like he said no to your trash talk, and now
But
you're like,
get
oh, well,
this.
mm.
Ren says, I agree with the second part. I'll tell him.
Yeah, he says that in mine too, and I'm like, wait, what?
What are we agreeing with?
What are we agreeing with? He says
Maybe that he
this,
should like not pretend to be Hachi's boyfriend?
or pretend that he doesn't like Hachi if he's pretending.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Mm. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments because we can be like, Ren, what do you mean?
Yeah. What does any of it mean?
What does it mean? And I know it's only like a couple pages, but like, do you want to do the scene change bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a door knock. It goes ding dong,
Mm-hmm.
and then blam, and then frt 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 frt. It's FRT. How do you make that sound?
No, that's the sound. It's kind of like when I make the sound of Luna's little
Shoes.
feet
I think it's
from
like shoes.
it's shoes.
Yeah.
It's shoes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it goes click clack,
Mm-hmm.
and then it wakes up Nana, and it's a question mark, and it's thought of Hachi, and then she checks the time. She's like, "What time? What? Is it time for my walk?" Question mark.
Is it? Oh, for her walk, not that she's gonna walk Hachi.
Yeah. Is it time for her
Oh.
like maybe a morning walk? Because she does wake up earlier than Hachi,
Mm-hmm.
and usually is like all ready for her day and stuff. I'm like, I wish I could do that.
Same.
Sounds pleasant. Um, and then it's Monday. It's the
Mm-hmm.
9th. Or no, wait.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
Oh yeah, it's the 9th. Okay, it's the
yes.
9th. And it's 3 o'clock. It's 3:05 in the morning.
Yep.
And so Nana's like, who could it be at this hour? So she like runs to the door. Hey, Hachi. And walks in and sees Hachi being held by Takumi at the door. And then
Mm-hmm.
looks shocked. And then Hachi is crying.
Mm-hmm.
And Takumi glances over to Nana and then holds his finger up like a shh.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they start to making out, and Nana closes her door. And then this is like a really classic like panel.
Mm-hmm.
We see this panel everywhere. It's the one where she's like on the floor leaning against her door because obviously she closed the door, leaned back into it, and slid down.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sad. And it says, "Hey Nana, how come realizing a dream and being happy are such different things? I still don't understand."
Mm.
Yeah. And I have comments.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. I've got comments, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. I think the newest one is like 5 months ago. But yeah, there are comments about this chapter
Okay. From like from
from people reading the chapter.
okay, from like not
Yeah.
long timers, not long time peoples.
No, these are all like within the last year.
Okay. I'm ready.
I know, right? Okay. But like, it's so sad.
It's sad for many reasons. Yeah.
Sad for a lot of reasons. This
Mhm.
is the beginning of their end.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been long enough.
Nope.
Yazawa time. So the first one says, "Bye, I hate Takumi, love Nobu." And then it says, "Gah, it makes me happy, but hurts my heart so much at the same time." That part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This one is by someone whose name is Painkiller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It says, "I knew Takumi was trash already, but Nobu, Nana, and even Shin's expressions made my heart shatter into pieces. The way Takumi's doing it just to compete. If Hachi can't step back on her own, please someone help her. I literally never cried reading romance. Not even once. But this chapter literally made me cry so bad. Why? I still don't understand either, Hachi.
Buckle the fuck up.
Bro, seriously though. And there's actually a response to this one.
Yeah.
And it says, was the reason he went to see Hachiko only to compete just ego? I mean, when you read his past,
Hmm.
for someone who believes women are never in short supply, he is more into one night stands and hates the trouble with women. I think it wasn't just ego, which made him go to her. But if it was the case, he already proved to Nobu he can have her whenever he wants. But if it felt more, he was indeed interested in her. I think it's both and.
Yeah.
I think it's both.
Yep.
I think it's both.
Hmm.
And so then we have girl, Nobu obviously likes you. Takumi only cares about himself.
I mean,
Mm, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
Care.
Hachi also only cares about herself even though she doesn't.
Yeah, she's in a way they have things
He's
that
selflessly selfish.
yes.
If that makes any sense. So this one's all in cap locks.
The yelling.
The yelling, and there's even bold. Okay. It says no, but Nobu stepping up for Hachi is literally everything. Oh my god, seriously.
Yeah.
If I don't get to see Nana and Nobu together, I will cry a fucking river. Also, Shin supporting Nobu and then in caps. Or not in caps, but in bolded caps. Excuse me. Takumi
Mhm.
is so full of himself. Die. Just die.
Just die. Oh man, that's the kind of like
Oh my
violence
god.
I see on Laura Limpod comments all the time that I just read for funsies.
Right. No, sometimes the comment sections are the best.
Yeah, yeah.
The next comment is so much is happening.
Yeah?
Yeah. Welcome to Yazawa time.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So then Nobu is such a great guy, and Shin is king boss for real. I'm like, okay. King boss.
King
I love that.
boss.
King
Condom
boss.
king boss. Hmm.
Ta- the king condom bosses.
uh,
Oh no.
whole new meaning to Magnum. Just
Oh,
whole
oh
new.
no. Oh no, he is a child.
I know. I'm sorry. Uh,
I still think Takumi was intending to see her and don't want anyone to, and didn't want anyone to know that he is a sensitive guy or
no,
whatever he is,
no. Sorry.
right?
Sorry. And you know me. He's my problematic favorite. I'm like, no, he fucking wasn't. He's like,
No, he
I
wasn't.
just remembered I was gonna do something. Like,
He
no,
admitted
he
it. Sometimes
didn't.
you have to actually take what people say as the truth and there's nothing else under it,
Mm-hmm.
right? But didn't we figure out like he's a Scorpio? So,
Yep.
actually
Hmm.
he could be a quote unquote sensitive guy or whatever he says.
Or whatever he says. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, whatever
And
he
then
says.
it says, I think he just planned on seeing her after. See, I think he planned on seeing her the next day.
I don't see. For me personally, I think he totally.
Forgot.
Yeah, he was just. He's like a girl in every port kind of guy. So
Oh, object permanence.
that
Maybe his
too.
brain is neurospicy too. He probably has some kind of antisocial personality disorder.
Yeah. Didn't you say you think he's like a psychopath?
I do. I do. I do. At least a sociopath. I think he has like some kind of cluster B in there.
Okay, because I'm over here like, that is. Okay, that's a certain type of spicy brain.
Like, I don't think he's a psychopath because I don't think he's a murderer. And
No, because he.
I do think that like if he was real and if he went to a clinician, that they would actually like go through the process of seeing if he's narcissistic, like as in narcissistic personality disorder, not as like the adjective narcissistic.
Yeah,
Hence
yeah.
narcissus flowers,
Right. And he's a narcissus flower too. That was another thing. Just
because he's
two
a
people.
delicate little flower.
He's a delicate little flower.
So then they go on to say though, still a pig though. Because despite his faults, he's always kept his word, even to strangers. And that is true.
Yeah,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
it's true.
Yep. We have two more. We got two more. So
Okay, ready.
it says, why am I sweating while reading this? This is too much drama for me. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, yes. I mean,
Right? Okay, and then this is the final one. And this one got 2 dislikes.
oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. The note which Nana wrote for Hachi has me shook. So I think it's the note which Nana wrote for Hachi, the one about the boyfriend, maybe?
Yep, and with the long hair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I love how she wishes her happiness and happiness for her and how tragic it is that it came true in the form of Takumi, but
Yep.
really didn't need to. And then it says bra. Ugh, bra.
Yes.
I also love the fact that after Nobu gets upset, Shin came through with the follow up.
Right.
That was gangsta in big caps. Shin really is brother material for real. Hachi
Mm.
is really a drama female. If it's not one
Ah,
thing, it's another. It's all downhill from here. I wish they made the anime past chapter 42 because it's so good on screen. Why did that get 2 dislikes?
I don't know.
Ah, people are dumb.
I mean, maybe, but maybe it's because they mentioned, like, well, it did end up being Takumi, and some people are like, no, no, she just,
No,
no.
I just think it's a bullies.
Oh, well, that too.
I just gonna say that.
Well, I like your comment.
I like your comment, Angie, with your little avatar picture being the picture of Nana on a train smoking a cigarette from 6 months
Yes.
ago on nana-mega.com.
Yes.
I
I
should
like your
reply.
comment.
I'm
You
gonna reply to
should.
her.
Do it, do it, do
Um,
it.
there we go.
Yay.
Comment. Okay.
Awesome.
Actually, while I'm here, I'm just gonna make us an account so we can just comment while
Okay.
I'm here.
You're like, while I'm here, we might as well do the things where we're just like, hello, how do you do, fellow kids? Um,
Welcome to the iWorld of Ayazawa.
yeah,
Would you like a sticker? Get ready.
yeah.
Get ready.
Oh,
You're probably starting with
oh,
either Parakiss or Nana. It's gonna fuck up your whole world.
it is. I can't wait. It's like, I hope you guys, yeah, keep reading, keep going, keep doing the things. You're
Don't
gonna.
stop with those two. There is more. There
There's
is
more,
more. There's
and we'll
so much
be
more.
so much more, and we'll be talking about those in the future.
Yes. Now
But
I'm distracted.
for no, that's fine. For this part, that is actually the end of the chapter. So, you guys can find us on all the things. We are on Instagram at apartment707 underscore, and it has a link tree to all the rest of our stuff. Um, this podcast is uploaded. What is it? Every Monday and or Tuesday, whenever Kirsten is feeling the jive to do that thing. We have a Tumblr. And you can also email us at nanapodcast at gmail.com, if I said that right.
Nana Manga Podcast.
There we go. Screw that up. Nanamangapodcast at gmail.com. There we go. Yep. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it's right here. I should just look at it. It's right.
We've
um,
got this. We're
we do.
grown-ups.
We're like Hachi, and we are
We're like
grown-ups.
Takumi, where we're adults and can sign autographs on pieces of paper because we're responsible.
Yep. Yep. But that's like the only way we're like Takumi, because
Yeah, because you should not be a war poodle too.
don't be a war poodle. You want to be a golden retriever.
Right. I mean, I don't want to be a golden retriever either. I want to be a cat.
I'd rather be a cat too,
I would
personally.
much rather be a cat over a dog. I'm not even gonna pretend.
No, I'd
Nope.
much rather be a cat too.
I would much
Oh,
rather know my owner that I might not have the spoons to deal with them.
fair.
Mm-hmm. Because guess what? In real life, I might not have the spoons to deal with someone.
It's
Yep.
real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, but
Anyway,
yeah, thanks you
thanks
guys.
for being
Thanks,
here.
thanks for
Don't be
being
a
here.
war poodle like Takumi,
Nope.
and
Mhm.
drink your water.
Drink your water. Follow us on all the social things, and
Mm-hmm. Goodbye forever.
goodbye forever.
I really want Takumi's. Okay, so you know that game, My Horse Prince, that I used to like make everybody play, or at least read the reviews. Okay, so like I want that, but I want it to be like a poodle that's like a standard poodle, the ones that were actually used in war. But I want it to have that fancy like the butt bubble like haircut, right? And I want it to have Takumi's head on it.
It's a war trained poodle. Tomorrow we ride at at dawn.
Oh my god, that would be the
Exposed.
easiest meme to make. I have something to do tonight.
Oh, okay. I'm excited. Just
Takumi, the war trained poodle, and like I want it to be like a golden retriever with Nobu's head and a, and a standard Takumi's like in a field together, or like a boxing ring or something.
yes, and they have like little swords. Just
Oh
little
my god! Oh my god! Takumi, the war trained poodle
a
on a
war
shirt.
trained poodle. Yes.